And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake. Henry. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Fights through and now a crease. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to throw. Henry. Flushed out right. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Namath now from the gun. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll buy some time right. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's Namath. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Namath. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. To throw, Namath. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
You know, they're
guess touchdown Dolphins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Folk for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Henry. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here's a diving catch right side.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st down, Henry. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Cam Chancellor, he can do it all. This time it's a sack on the safety blitz. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Henry. Caught by Allen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. To throw. Henry. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Operating from the gun. Henry. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. They'll start the drive with Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On first down, Drake. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now Namath to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Worth noting, that visiting sideline is getting the worst of the sun right now. It can definitely play a factor, especially because the other sideline is in full shade. They'll run on first down. Drake. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Worth noting, that visiting sideline is getting the worst of the sun right now. It can definitely play a factor, especially because the other sideline is in full shade. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 22 yards. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make the score 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This one taken just inside the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Off play action. Henry. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Off the play fake. Henry sliding out of the pocket. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off play action. Henry. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Henry. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marcus Allen there to make the grab. And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd and 11 now. Namath. This is the tight end, Njoku.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Namath going to run the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now Drake, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And Folk's kick is good. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Finding Allen. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think that.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Able to get there and pick it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride, too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.